Hey Vloglodites, my hair is wet, as is my shirt still a little bit. It's because I washed my hair in the sink. My dad did when I was little sometimes. If he was in a particular hurry. It always seemed kind of weird to me, but in this case I had a neurology appointment and they did an EEG. If you've never had an EEG, it is a super fun experience. Basically, you hold a little electronics kit and they stick all these wires on your brain and then they make you sit there for 15 minutes and they monitor what you're doing. Which gets really boring after about the first 10 minutes or so. This is an indication that I am not necessarily a good meditator. Basically what they do in that case is they're looking for cases where brain activity is particularly abnormal in isolated areas. So they were checking for that. I haven't seen a neurologist in about 2 years. Well, a year and a half. Maybe 2, I don't know. But basically I haven't seen a neurologist in New York, and the prescription for my epilepsy is done with its renewals, so I need to see somebody. So I met with this new person, and it's always weird. It's one of those weird specialties, because when you go in, you're like, I have epilepsy. Cool. I'm like, I'm taking this medication. I'd like to keep taking it. Like, yep. There's not like anything that they can do. It's not like it's not a curable thing. It's sometimes it'll go away. But you want to make sure that it has gone away before you start rolling off the medication. Typically, apparently, they will start rolling you off the medication after. If you go 2 years seizure-free, they'll start thinking about it. But since my seizures have been kind of 2 years apart, which, by the way, I'm due for one now. So if I suddenly pass out on the floor and start twitching, I hope you'll forgive me if I accidentally knock the camera over on my way down. But basically, since that's been the case, who's to say that if I wasn't on the medication, I would just seize every 2 years? So we're going to wait 2 or 3 more years before you even consider taking me off the medication. So basically, I still take my pills twice daily. And basically, I just have to go in every 3 months and be like, I haven't had a seizure. They'll be like, great, go away, and write me a refill. Chronic medication is weird. I kind of wonder if there's a better way to deal with that sort of thing. Now, obviously, there's some medications that people have to be on for an extended period of time, that when someone takes a huge amount of them, there can be overdose side effects. With medication that I take, there's been no demonstrable overdose effect. Which makes me a little bit confused as to why it's regulated in the first place. Well, no, I take that back. There's a potential side effect, and this is not an overdose thing, that people can get very aggressive. So if I suddenly flip out at you, that's why. I don't hate you, it's just the medication. If that were going to be the case, it would have happened a long, long time ago, I guess 5 years ago now. Wow. Yeah, I've been taking this medication for 5 years. Anyway, so the electrodes, I don't know if they're electrodes, but they put them on, and the thing is they have to stick them on with this sticky, ooey gel stuff, and it crusts in your hair, and so you get out of there with like a whole bunch of just random white goop in your hair, which is not fun. I washed as much of it as I could out in the bathroom there. There was still some, so I was washing my hair in the sink. Anyway, a little bit much as far as information goes. But yeah, I do sort of wonder if there's a way with some chronic medications, if someone has a condition that is long-term, if there is maybe a way to say, okay, if you've been taking this for 2 years and, been keeping up with your doctor's appointments and seeing someone every 3 months or whatever, maybe after 2 years we can extend that to you can see them every 1 year, and people are licensed to prescribe for longer durations, because there's some people that will have kind of permanent things. Maybe it's a glandular thing and they need to have particular supplements or whatever, and it's going to be the case for the rest of their life. And well, why do we need to, if it's not the sort of thing that's going to change? Obviously, if I do have a seizure, I need to see my neurologist. Oh, darn it, there's still a little bit of crust. I'm going to have to wash my hair again. If I do have a seizure, I need to see my neurologist. But as long as I don't, I show up, I'm like, nope, nothing happened. They're like, great. Meh. But, I don't know. I mean, if prisoners can get time off for good behavior, shouldn't innocent people be able to get medication for long term? I mean, I'm curious to know, because since a lot of you are not from the U.S., what is kind of the policy with regulated substances in your country? Let me know, because I have no information about what the policies are like elsewhere. Yeah. I don't know. And the thing is also, it's just the medication I take is pretty expensive. I'm on the generic, and the generic is something like $350 a month, which thankfully my insurance covers, so I pay like $5 a month. But it does mean I have to be really, really careful about making sure that I'm always on my insurance and always re-upping it and that sort of thing. So if the world went to hell in a handbasket and I suddenly lost my job or something and couldn't pay for Cigna, that could be bad. What was I talking about? I didn't record a video today. Someone mentioned on my last video, like, why do you have 6,000 subs and only a few of them are watching? I was looking, and I'm actually losing subs right now. I'm in like the negative single digits this week, which I could get bummed out about. I'm not. I've been thinking about it. I was like, well, I thought about this very carefully. Should I have a problem with it? No. You know what? Some people aren't going to enjoy what I do, and that's perfectly fine. I made a whole video about that. I like doing what I'm doing. I don't like some of the stuff that I've done recently, but that doesn't mean that I can't keep going and do better stuff. So I'm going to record Wednesday's video on Wednesday, and I think I have a good idea for it, and I think it's going to be a very fun video, and I'm excited for it. And if people watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. And a lot of people watch my videos. More people than I could identify in a room. So that's a big deal. Anyway, that's what's up with me. I got work stuff is going well, and yeah, I got nothing else to tell you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.